Alright, Rotax 100 factory installed fuel lines. Here we go. As you can see, everything's already on. This is your inlet here. This is where fuel's coming in. It's already got a connector on the end of it, so we just need to figure out what connector needs to go in there to connect to the Skyreach fuel lines, which are here. So that should be a simple fitting. Secondary, we've got the carburetor fuel lines. The ends are already installed for the carb. Those were pre-installed in each carburetor. Same deal. There's a T in the center. Not sure what exactly the T is for, but there is an inlet, so we just need to see exactly what that is. Could be the return line. I just need to look at the book and figure out for sure. It does say fuel on top of the cap there, so you can see that. It comes around. There's also another one here. This just seems to be an adjustment that you can maybe regulate the fuel. Not sure exactly what that is. Actually, that's coming off of a different line, so it has nothing to do with the main line underneath. And the other side, again, we've got the carb ends. So from what I can gather, the only thing that's really needed is this end to the fuel line. So we'll need to get those. And that should be it. We shouldn't actually have to create any fuel lines. Skyreach does show in their fuel lines having some foam padding, which is going with the fuel lines. These ones are a lot better than just the standard fuel lines. I'm sure that they're more insulated and fireproof and whatever else. So we're just going to work with these guys, so we won't have to actually recreate anything. And it looks like that's the only end we need, so we don't have to create any of these fittings. We don't have to put the ends on. We just stick with the factory install, which, you know, carburetor 1. We've got the right side carburetor over here. We've got a T fitting in the middle, an inlet there, and everything is connected to the pump up front. So that should be everything. If there's anything that I need to know about this that is different, hopefully tech support at Skyreach is going to view this tonight and let me know. But I kind of like this setup versus actually going through and recreating the new one. And it sounds like typically they create them from scratch because they don't have any of this stuff. It just comes as a bare opening here where you then create all of these lines and the connectors. And we actually won't even have to cut this end. We'll just reroute this so that we have it. Possibly we could run this actually through the firewall and down inside. There's enough hose here. You can see how far it goes. There's enough hose here that we could actually eliminate one of the lines coming through and just make the opening a little bit bigger with a different O-ring that will actually fit this guy here. So other than that, we should be good. Like I said, there's not much else to do. I just hate to take all of that apart. And for the hydraulic lines, you can see we've got them here, but this kit didn't come with any of the connections for the radiators. So Skyreach is actually ordering those, so we should be good on that end. It was something that was unforeseen, so those should be on their way. We've got radiators mounted, fuel, we've got water down there, we've got oil up there. We've got all of our lines ran, just waiting to hook those up. And the other thing is this cable here, or this hose, it's just a standard PVC hose. Looks to be the same type of hose in the manual that should be coming off of the overflow here and going down to this tank. So I just need to verify that I can use just any PVC, which is, you know, the same as this guy here. So we'll try to find that. Didn't come with the kit. Mine actually came with some fuel line, basically the same stuff as we have here. There was an extra piece that does fit from here down to the tank, but it looks like we're gonna not use that and just go with the standard clear tubing. I suppose we could use it and hook it up. It's just different hose. So as long as there's no issues with either keeping this hose, using the same type, or going with the clear one, we'll go that route. Other than that, it's coming along. We're just about done. A few things left to do. Actually, got to fix the choke cable. We hooked that up backwards inside the cockpit. I kind of liked it going the other way, but just keeping stock with the factory and the way they've got theirs, we'll change that around. So tomorrow, we'll go ahead and reverse it so we don't have it actually coming out the front. So choke on and choke off. And for this kit right now, choke on is actually forward and choke off is actually backwards. I kind of like it that way, just because I don't have to worry about bumping it. So we'll see. But everything else looks good. A few things left to do in here. Batteries. We've got the got to drill the pedals out still. Finish up a few of the rivets on the handle. I waited to do these till last just to make sure that they were good to go, and a few other things. But more importantly is just the fuel line. So again, there's carburetor line coming up. We come into a T-fitting here. From there, we go down to the pump, back out of the pump, coming back to the main line that's coming in, which is this guy, and shouldn't be too difficult to figure out what the end of this is and get the actual connection that's needed for it. So we'll contact Rotax just to make sure we get the right part, and or hopefully Skyreach already has the information and they can just email it over. Alrighty, thanks for watching. Skyreach Bushcat 100 horsepower Rotax factory fuel lines.